Hi everybody, Kathleen again from Placement Partner. Today I'm going to be taking you through our advertising module. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you and take you through some of the basics on vacancies on our brand new V8 system. So as you can see, under my vacancies tab, I've got various reports and a nice screen of what exactly is going on in my business. So first things first, each and every one of the vacancies has their own unique reference number. If I were to hold my mouse over these reference numbers, I would obviously be able to see how many people have responded and if there are any responses that I perhaps haven't read. Should I click on that number, as you can see, it directs me back to my post box where I'm able to view my ad response for that specific vacancy. Going back to the vacancies, we've also got some really nice reports. If I were to select my Excel download vacancy report, I'd get a really nice, thorough breakdown in detail on what is going on, the status of the vacancy, who the client is, and the progress of my vacancy. Alternatively, I could look at a really nice graphical report, just a quick overview of what really is going on here. So as you can see, I've got 43 shortlisted candidates, 14 CVs have been sent out, 10 of these candidates are on interviews, 11 of them have gotten offers, 1 has been withdrawn, and 3 have been regretted. So this is just a really nice quick overview just to have a look at what's happening here. In terms of searching when it comes to vacancies, it's quite easy to select a branch from a drop-down. If your company has various branches, alternatively, just a consultant or of course all of them if you'd like to see how far the entire company is when it comes to these vacancies. Your vacancy ratings, so how urgent are these vacancies? Further to that, the sectors. So if you were to select a specific sector, you'd be able to view all of the vacancies within that sector. And scrolling further down, of course, area, status, and again, our default filter, as well as our clear filter on the little X. I'm just going to go into one of these vacancies just to give you an idea of how it would look when you do go in. Starting off, we would naturally begin at our client. So who is the client that we are recruiting for? Once I've selected the name of my client, their details would appear on the system. Scrolling down, you'll notice now that you can also make quick contact via SMS and of course, email to your client if your email integration has been set up. It's really easy to do. Further to that, the details of the specific vacancy. So in this case, we are looking for a sales and marketing sales consultant. So further up, we would obviously have all of our details on the specific vacancy, the title, the report to, seniority level, and of course the date, region, and location. And furthermore, sector and job functions. So as I said previously, we are looking here for sales and marketing, and the function of this person should be a sales consultant. What would their minimum education level be? You are welcome to select on the drop-downs. Further to that, we've got obviously employment equity and remuneration package. This is really a nice breakdown. You can obviously add in according to your client's spec what the requirements are in terms of remuneration for the specific candidate, and of course a built-in questionnaire. So should your client not have been able to email you a spec, you are most welcome to make use of these questions that we've added into the system so that it is quite clear for the whole team to see what is going on in the spec. And right at the bottom, we have our file attachments. Okay, so here you'd like to load the spec from your client, letter of employment, or any other documents pertaining to the specific vacancy. Right, if we go on to advertising, quite easy. Here we have our brief description. So sales consultant needed for a perm position in the IT industry based in Joburg North. So we're looking for a sales consultant within the IT industry. And our web adverts description. This is obviously where you would create your minimum requirements, your job purpose, your duties and responsibilities, report to, and perhaps the salary information at the bottom. We've also got a lovely feature here called advert searchable keywords. Now, what this does is it attracts more candidates to apply for the position. Really just so that you can get a bigger pool of candidates to search from in your post box. Really works quite nicely. Next step would be shortlisting. So again, I could either add candidates myself. These are candidates that I'm selecting from my database. If I were to push on that, it would take me back to my database, or of course you could allow the system to auto match. So if I just go into add from candidates, I would be able to select the sector and function. So in this case, as I said, we are looking for somebody in sales and marketing, and we are looking for a sales consultant. So what I'd like to do is just search in sales. Obviously, at this time, you would have interviewed these candidates, so you'd know who they are and what their statuses are. I'd just like to select one or two of them and say add to shortlist, and they would then appear here by my shortlisted candidates. Next step would be send out. So this is our interview process. First candidate is in progress. I have sent her CV off, and now my client has come back and said that he'd like to meet with my candidate tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Quite quick and easy. I could simply then send a calendar invite off for interview process for my candidate. And of course, I can forward this and share this off to my client if email integration has been set up. Also SMS, quick contact from the system. For the candidates that did not get the position, or of course were regretted or withdrawn, you're welcome to select from the drop down and of course pull a nice customized regret letter on the system. Right, going forward to that, we obviously have our placement stage. From here, you would select the candidate that has received the position, whether it be a permanent or a temp position. You are then able to create quite a nice pro forma invoice on the system, which then concludes your vacancy process. I really hope that this video assisted you. If there is anything else that you do need, please don't hesitate to contact one of the account managers or, of course, your support team. Thanks for watching.